Crazy lady took my coffee because I'm pregnant. Grounds for murder? TLDR, crazy lady wanted to take away my coffee because I'm pregnant, and I yelled at her. Let me start by saying I'm 36 weeks, and it's very obvious I'm pregnant. I'm huge, massive, uncomfortable, tired and grumpy. I'm currently at my local chain coffee shop, sitting now, with my effing cup of coffee that had to be remade because some random grandmother decided that, as I'm pregnant, I shouldn't be allowed to have caffeine. Full story, I've ordered the coffee, just a grande cold brew, nothing crazy, and I'm standing at the end of the counter waiting. The barista calls my name and drink order. I go to take it. Grandma, GM, you can't have that. I didn't know she was talking to me, so I continue to reach for my cup. GM, you can't have that, you're pregnant. Me, it's one cup, it's fine. GM, no you can't have it, you're not allowed. Takes cup from my hand and drops it, full, into the trash next to the counter. Me, you cannot be serious. It's fine. My doctor even says it's fine. I looked at the barista, who is just standing there, mouth agape. She lets me know she'll make me another. Me, to GM, please leave me alone. I'm tired and want my coffee. I get one cup a day. This is it. Please go away. GM, banshee screaming at this point. No you can't have it. You're pregnant, it will make you have the baby, now you can't do it. I won't let my daughter do it either, but she drinks it anyway, and if I can't save her I'll save you instead. I don't think she breathed during this at all. Also, what? Save me. Me, looking around for help, because I'm not good at confrontation and she's making me panic. Please stop looking at barista, pleading for help with my every thought. I'll just take that directly when you're done. Barista hands me my cup directly, and this insane woman goes to take it from me again. So I yelled for her to stop trying to come near me. I literally, loudly, and even now have a bit of a shake from doing it, shouted, please leave me alone. You're making me uncomfortable, and I don't want you this close. She stopped, did this fish mouth gaping thing, went ugh fine and left. The barista gave me a drink coupon, and apologized for the stress, but goodness, how can someone think that's okay? Take your 9-week-old baby out of the stroller, so my child can sit there. Got another airport story for you, Reddit. Sorry for formatting issues, I'm on mobile. S. Sister. EK. Entitled kid. EM. Entitled mom. Me. Chuck Norris. So my sister and her husband flew up to come visit the family in Canada and introduce their newborn daughter to everyone over the Easter weekend. It wasn't a long visit, and they went to the airport this morning to check in for their flight. My train back to my apartment didn't leave for another 3 hours, so I tagged along to help with stroller and bags. Basically I was an extra pair of hands, so they could focus more on the baby instead of trying to juggle bags and everything. So we are standing in line. There was an issue at the check-in kiosk, and I feel my small rolling weekend bag get extremely heavy all of a sudden, to the point where it almost yanks right out of my grip. I turn around, and there's a girl, anywhere from 7 to 10 years old, sitting on my bag. Me, excuse me, please get off my bag. EK, my feet hurt and I wanna sit down. She then bounced in place and actually yanked the bag handle out of my grip, causing both it and EK to fall to the ground. EM, don't drop my child like that. Me, she was sitting on my bag and yanked it out of my grip. It's barely 6:30 AM at this point, and I had zero patience for this stupidity, so I just hold my bag in my hand, out of the way for EK to sit on. My niece starts getting fussy, as young babies will, and my brother-in-law jogs off to go grab a bottle of water to make her a bottle. They thought they would be through security at this point, so they weren't prepared to make her a bottle. No big deal. I tell my sister to take care of her baby, and I'll manage the bags. But behind me, EK was just getting started. EK, mommy, my feet hurt and I wanna sit. I kid you not, this kid dragged out her words exactly like this. EM, hang on sweetie. My sister was adjusting the baby in her stroller in an attempt to calm her down, but from behind her it looked like she was taking the baby out. EM, see, she's taking the baby out of the stroller. Go sit there. My sister hears this, and she just about loses her mind. S. Oh, no, she can't sit here. EM. You're taking the kid out, she can sit there. S. No I'm not, and no she can't. She's a grown-ass child, she can stand like the rest of us. EM. Her feet hurt. Take your brat out of the stroller and let her sit there. My sister gets this look on her face that I know very well. It pretty much promises that she's going to frick up your day. S. OP. Take baby's name out of the stroller please. Brother-in-law should be here with the water for her bottle in a minute. I get confused, but I trust her and take the baby out of the stroller. EM gets this look of absolute triumph, only for it to drop off her face as my sister then grabs my weekend bag and the diaper bag and put them right where the baby was sitting. S. Like I said, which, your child is grown, and she can stand. My child is 9 weeks old. She can barely hold her head up on her own. You need to get some freaking sense in your head. At this point in time a check-in attendant has noticed my sister's situation with the baby, who was still fussing, and pulled her to the front of the line to get her through. Brother-in-law reappears right after that to help sort out bags while I feed the baby. I looked for EM and EK was on the ground throwing a massive temper tantrum, worse than any tantrum I've seen in children half her age. EM just looked like she was sucking on a lemon. TLDR, EK sits on my bag while I'm holding it, complaining of sore feet and being tired. They fall off. EM then demands for my sister to take her newborn out of the stroller for the EK to sit in it. My sister blatantly refuses, and the kid throws a temper tantrum. Entitled Parent screams I'm an alcoholic, and that I should leave the grocery store. Hey folks, yesterday I encountered another parent who thought they have superiority over me. They don't. I can buy whatever I want, whenever I want, because I'm an adult. Unfortunately for me, I got sick right after Easter weekend. I described it to my mom as your average flu with a drizzle of diarrhea and sprinkled with tummy cramps. Fantastic. I've been working at home this whole week, bless my job, and didn't get out of the house often. Yesterday, I was finally feeling a tad better, and my boyfriend suggested we meet up at our local grocery store to buy some dinner. Wonderful idea, it gets me out of the house, and we spent a bit of time together. On my way to the store, BF called that he was running a bit late due to the huge traffic jams in the city. Fine by me, I can wait. Next to our grocery store is a liquor store and I just received my salary. I had money. Not that much, but enough to sparkle the brilliant idea to buy me a bottle of whiskey. Got into the store, picked 2 whiskeys, Lafroig 10-year-old and a naked grouse. For those interested, paid, and got out of the store with my 2 baby bottles. I was just standing outside the grocery store and the liquor store with my bottles in hand waiting for my boyfriend. Doing nothing really, other than checking my phone every now and then to see where BF's at. Yay WhatsApp location share. In comes Dolores, slightly chubby mom with her 2 kids of 10 and 7. I was paying attention to my phone, so I didn't see her getting in, but why should I bother, right? Dolores tapped on my shoulder and said, "Pardon me, little girl, but you're definitely not old enough to buy these bottles." She actually tries to pick the bottles out of my arm. I jump back, protecting my bottles with my phone in hand. My face had an expression which Dolores certainly didn't like. "What do you think you're doing, young lady? What do you think you're doing?" I respond, "You cannot just assume that I'm not old enough to buy liquor and then proceed to steal it from me. I'm 23 and you keep your hands to yourself. Besides, shouldn't you be a role model to your kids and teach them not to be nosy and steal from other people?" This comment did not sit well with her at all. Don't lecture me on how to raise my kids. You're not a mom. You know nothing, you filthy alcoholic. Leave this store or I'll call the police. She screams. If you looked real close, you could see steam coming out of her ears and nose. Her kids looked terrified and tried to hide behind their mom. I really felt sorry for the kids, but I'm not going to leave the store just because she's sticking her nose in my business. You can call the police all you want, but you know you're going to lose. There are tapes in the liquor store that shows me buying these bottles and showing my ID card to the cashier to verify that I'm old enough to buy it at all. I've done nothing wrong. I was only waiting here, and you are making that a living hell. Just get your ugly as nose out of my business and do your shoppings. Dolores was fuming, but she knew I was right. She stomped off into the store with her kids in tow. Just shy of a minute later my BF arrives, and we get in the grocery store as well. I put the bottles in our cart, and we get in a discussion about what we should get for dinner. In the corner of my eye, I see a hand reach into our cart to the bottles. It is Dolores again. This time, however, BF is with me, and he can become intimidating quickly. "What do you think you're doing?" said my BF in a very stern tone. "She is an alcoholic. She doesn't deserve this," Dolores responded. Oh my, such a classic. But BF is not satisfied with that answer. First, she is not an alcoholic. How would you even know? We don't know you. Second, she just enjoys her whiskey every now and then and likes variation. Do you enjoy eating fries every day? Because you look like you do, but don't you like to replace it with a pizza every now and then? Third, don't you dare insult her again. With every word he spoke, it looked like he became bigger and bigger. Dolores shrank and became smaller and smaller. It was a delight to see. She got her hand out of the cart, huffed and puffed like every entitled mother does, and continued doing her shopping. Every time we came across her in the shop, she gave us a death glare and quickly walked the opposite way, just to get away from us. After dinner, me and BF laughed the situation off while enjoying a glass of whiskey. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more videos like this. Don't forget to leave your stories in the comments below.